I've been hit, I've been dropped, but the bell hasn't rung yet. Blood on the canvas, breath running thin, crowd screaming doubt, echo within. Every round took something from me, pride, strength, what I thought defined me. They said stay down, you've done enough, but quitting never felt like love. I trained for survival, not peace. Learned how to fight, forgot how to believe. Hands shaking, vision blurred. All I hear now is every wrong word. Life kept swinging, no mercy shown. Every punch felt personal. I ran out of strength, but not out of time. This is my prayer in the last round, when my guard is low and my faith's on the ground. A desperate heart and nowhere to hide. If this is the moment I'm breaking through, let heaven hear my prayer in the last round. I tried confidence, tried control, tried to fight this war on my own, but every victory felt temporary. Every win still left me empty. I counted scars like trophies won, but pain don't mean the fight is done. Ref said fight, fear said run, memory said look what they've done. I tasted defeat too many times, felt my face slipping through the lines. I stood there bruised, exposed, alone, wondering if this ring was my tomb. This silence hit harder than the blows. No crowd, no noise, no ego, just a whisper through the pain. Get up, you're not fighting alone. I rose different than I fell, not fueled by anger, not driven by hell. No spotlight, no applause, just trust in something stronger than odds. My hands still hurt, legs still weak, but peace stepped in when strength couldn't speak. I stopped swinging just to survive, started fighting, knowing I'm alive. This ain't about proving who I am, it's about trusting whose hands I'm in. This was my prayer in the last round, when nothing else was holding me down. I didn't win cause I hit harder than before. I won cause grace stepped through the ropes. If you're still standing bruised and proud, lift your voice, this is the last round. This is the last round. This is the last round. The fight didn't end when you fell. It changed when you pray. I've been hit, I've been dropped, but the bell hasn't rung yet. Blood on the canvas, breath running thin, crowd screaming doubt, echoing within. Every round took something from me, pride, strength, what I thought defined me. They said stay down, you've done enough, but quitting never felt like love. Yeah. I trained for survival, not peace. Learned how to fight, forgot how to believe. Hands shaking, vision blurred. All I hear now is every wrong word. Life kept swinging, no mercy shown. Every punch felt personal. I ran out of strength, but not out of time. This is my prayer in the last round, when my guard is low and my faith's on the ground. I don't got power, I don't got pride, just a desperate heart and nowhere to hide. If this is the moment I'm breaking through, let heaven hear my prayer in the last round.
I tried confidence, tried control, tried to fight this war on my own, but every victory felt temporary. Every win still left me empty. I counted scars like trophies won, but pain don't mean the fight is done. Ref said fight, fear said run, memory said look what they've done. I tasted defeat too many times, felt my face slipping through the lines. I stood there bruised, exposed, alone, wondering if this ring was my tone.
The silence hit harder than the blows. No crowd, no noise, no ego, just a whisper through the pain. Get up, you're not fighting alone. I rose different and I fell. Not fueled by anger, not driven by hell. No spotlight, no applause, just trusting something stronger than odds. My hands still hurt, legs still weak, but peace stepped in when strength couldn't speak. I stopped swinging just to survive, started fighting, knowing I'm alive. This ain't about proving who I am, it's about trusting whose hands I'm in. This was my prayer in the last round, when nothing else was holding me down. I didn't win, cause I hit harder than before. I won cause grace stepped through the ropes. If you're still standing, bruising proud, lift your voice. This is the last round. Lift your voice, this is the last round. The fight didn't end when you fell, it changed when you pray.
I've seen heaven show up in places nobody looks, between broken sidewalks and desperate prayer. I grew up where hope walks careful, eyes low, dream fragile. Every corner had a lesson, every silence had a question. I learned how to read faces fast, who's real, who might not last, where survival writes the rules and mercy feels unusual.
Sirens singing lullabies, faith whispered, fear amplified. We didn't ask for much at all, just a chance not to fall between cracked walls and empty fridges. I learned prayers don't need permission.
They told me miracles need clean rooms, but I found God in broken views. Between alleys and miracles, I saw grace do the impossible. Right where pain has settled in, hope walked through the noise and sin. I didn't have a perfect view, but heaven met me where I stood. Between alleys and miracles, that's where my story turned beautiful. I watched good people lose their way, not cause they were weak, just tired of the weight. Dreams delayed, pressure applied, faith tested every night. We learn to laugh to hide the ache, to stay sane in a heavy place. I carry questions heavier than pride. Why some make it, others slide, but somewhere in that uncertainty I felt something steady holding me. I didn't escape the streets overnight, but something changed in how I fight. Same blocks, but a different vision. Same struggle, new position. If miracles only came to the clean, I never know what grace means. But mercy walks where people crawl and calls broken places holy ground. Now I move through the city with open eyes, looking for light in disguised places. I've seen hope rise from tired bones, heard prayers answered through cracked phones. I'm not ashamed of where I'm from, it's proof of what faith can overcome. My story ain't polished, it's real. Still learning how to trust and heal. If he can move here, he can move anywhere. Between despair and answered prayer, between alleys and miracles, I saw grace rewrite the impossible. No spotlight, no stage, no signs, just mercy showing up on time. I didn't need a perfect view, just faith to see what God could do. Between alleys and miracles, that's where my faith grew unmovable.
Don't overlook your location. Miracles don't need permission, they just need space
I've seen heaven
to show up.
show up and placed it nobody looks. Between broken sidewalks and desperate prayers. I grew up where hope walks careful, eyes low, dreams fragile. Every corner had a lesson, every silence had a question. I learned how to read faces fast, who's real, who might not last. Where survival writes the rules and mercy feels unusual. Sirens singing lullabies, fate whispered, fear amplified. We didn't ask for much at all, just a chance not to fall between cracked walls and empty fridges. I learned prayers don't need permission. They told me miracles need clean rooms, but I found God in broken views. You between alleys and miracles, I saw grace through the impossible, right? Rare pain that settled in hope. Walked through the noise and sin. I didn't have a perfect view, but heaven met me where I stood. Between alleys and miracles, that's where my story turned beautiful. I watched good people lose their way, not cause they were weak, just tired of the weight. Dreams delayed, pressure applied, faith tested every night. We learned to laugh, to hide the ache, to stay sane in a heavy place. I carry questions heavier than pride. Why some make it, others slide, but somewhere in that uncertainty I felt something steady holding me. I didn't escape the streets overnight, but something changed in how I fight. Same blocks, but a different vision. Same struggle, new position. If miracles only came to the clean, I'd never know what grace means. But mercy walks where people crawl and calls broken places holy ground. Now I move through the city with open eyes, looking for light in disguised places. I seen hope rise from tired bones, heard prayers answer through cracked phones. I'm not ashamed of where I'm from, it's proof of what faith can overcome. My story ain't polished, it's real, still learning how to trust and heal. If he can move here, he can move anywhere. Between despair and answered prayer, between alleys and miracles, I saw grace rewrite the impossible. No spotlight, no stage, no sign, just mercy showing up on time. I didn't need a perfect view, just faith to see what God could do. Between alleys and miracles, that's where my faith grew unmovable. Don't overlook your location. Miracles don't need permission. They just need space to show up. I used to hide what hurt me. Now I understand. Some wounds don't need makeup, they need meaning. I learned early how to cover pain, turn real wounds into jokes and games. Smile trained, heart restrained, acting healed when I wasn't the same. Every scar had a story to tell, but I locked them deep where no one dwelled. They said move on, don't look back, but healing don't work like that. Some nights I bleed in silence, fighting shame, fighting violence, trying to look whole on the outside, while cracks kept growing inside. I thought scars meant I failed the test. Didn't know they were proof I survived the mess. My scars still speak when I don't say a word. They preach grace louder than every sermon heard. They don't glorify pain or relive the past. They testify I made it through the crash. I'm not ashamed of where I've been. My scars don't shame me, they preach redemption.
I tried to erase what broke my pride, thought perfection would save my life, but covering wounds just feeds the fear. Truth only grows when scars are clear. I met people broken in different ways, same pain, just
wasn't wasted anymore. Now I wear my scars with wisdom, not as trophies, not as victims, but as proof that mercy stayed when I almost walked away. I don't bleed the way I did back then, but I remember who pulled me in. Every line on my soul now speaks of grace that met me at my weakest. If he healed me, he can heal you.
My scars still speak, still testify. They preach hope louder than my pride.
They don't define me, but they remind
that grace stepped in right on time.
I don't hide what made me bend. My scars don't accuse, they preach the end. You don't need a microphone to preach hope. Sometimes your healing is the message.
I used to hide what hurt me. Now I understand. Some wounds don't need makeup, they need meaning. I learned early how to cover pain, turn real wounds into jokes and games. Smile trained, heart restrained, acting healed when I wasn't the same. Every scar had a story to tell, but I locked them deep when no one dwelled. They said move on, don't look back, but healing don't work like that. Some nights I'd bleed in silence, fighting shame, fighting violence, trying to look whole on the outside, while cracks kept growing inside. I thought scars meant I failed the test, didn't know they were proof I survived a mess. My scars still speak when I don't say a word, they preach grace louder than every sermon heard. They don't glorify pain or relive the past, they testify I made it through the crash. I'm not ashamed of where I've been. My scars don't shame me, they preach redemption. I tried to erase what broke my pride, thought perfection would save my life, but covering wounds just feeds the fear. Truth only grows when scars are clear. I met people broken in different ways, same pain, just wearing different names. I realized healing ain't hiding proof, it's letting light expose the truth. Somebody watching needs to see that grace works on people like me. I stopped explaining every scar, stopped pretending I'm stronger than I am. Now my weakness tells a better story than my strength ever could alone. If my wounds can point to hope, if my pain can pull someone close, then every tear I cried before wasn't wasted anymore. Now I wear my scars with wisdom, not as trophies, not as victims, but as proof that mercy stayed when I almost walked away. I don't bleed the way I did back then, but I remember who pulled me in. Every line on my soul now speaks of grace that met me at my weakest. If he healed me, he can heal you. My scars are living proof. My scars still speak, still testify. They preach hope louder than my pride. They don't define me, but they remind that grace stepped in right on time. I don't hide what made me bend. My scars don't accuse, they preach the end. You don't need a microphone to preach hope. Sometimes your healing is the message.